In the early 1700s, our grandfathers of mathematical history, our mathematical forefathers, started to wrestle with this idea of how to combine basically what we know as algebra and geometry together. And one of those fathers, Rene Descartes, developed the system that we still use today. It's called the Cartesian coordinate plane. And basically what the Cartesian coordinate plane is a place that allows us to go ahead and plot ordered pairs, numbers that have both an x and a y dimension, or a coordinate, if you will. So I developed the basic Cartesian coordinate system here, and what it is are two axes. I have an x-axis and a y-axis, two separate axes that intersect, and that allows me to do is to start to develop a little bit of a grid. And I hope you can kind of start to get a sense of how that grid plays out. So our job now is to figure out how do we identify locations on that grid so we can maybe develop some visual representations of algebra that we'll discover in a few more videos coming on up. So some background or some basics of descriptions of this Cartesian coordinate plane. Notice that it's divided up into 4 quadrants. And how we traditionally label these quadrants is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Counterclockwise, but we kind of start in a weird spot. But the reason we start over there, and this is the first quadrant, because if you see this number line that I have right here, and that in the middle, I have the point 0. Actually, I have 2 points. I have 0 representing the space on the x-axis, and 0 on the y up and down axis. So that's the starting spot. So it makes sense that numbers to the right are positive. Numbers up are positive. So all my ordered pairs, all my locations, all the points that will be of interest to me in this quadrant are positive. And that's why we start that one at quadrant 1. And then we work our way around to 2, 3, and 4. The point in the middle, we call that our origin. And the origin, again, has location of 0 and 0. We'll also find other points, and we usually describe them in parentheses, x comma y, close parentheses. And what that means for us here is that's an ordered pair. Ordered, meaning that the order is important, and the first number, or the first placement, will represent where do we go on the x-axis, and the second coordinate represents where we go in the y-axis. And we'll see this play out here in a few upcoming examples.